All right, so what's going on, man? It's your boy Mark back here again with another video for you guys. I do appreciate you guys who have subscribed to my channel already. And for those who have not, please do and let others know about me as well and what my channel is about. This channel is for educational purposes. I'm here to enlighten people that are into the game of basketball, that want to know more about the history of the game and some of the players that are underrated all time, but are all-time great players, like this brother right here. And this is who we're going to be covering today. His name is Moses Malone. He's an all-time great player. He's a dominant center, an all-time great dominant center. So this is who I'm covering for you guys today. So let's dive right in. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Moses Malone attended a high school called Petersburg in Virginia. And his last 2 seasons at Petersburg, his team went undefeated, and they won back-to-back Virginia State championships. The reason I bring that up first about his high school is because he was also the first player drafted from high school directly into the pros. He was drafted into the ABA, and that was in 1974, and he was drafted by a team called the Utah Stars in his first season. And then his second season, he played for a team called the Spirits of St. Louis. That was his second team he played for. So he played for 2 teams in his first 2 seasons in the league. And then, of course, as I explained before in the last video covering Dr. J, in the 76-77 season, that's when the ABA and the NBA merged, and Moses Malone started to play for the Houston Rockets, and he ended up playing with them for 5 seasons. In the 78-79 season, he was the MVP of the league. In the 80-81 season, he was able to get his team to the finals as a 6th seed. And back in those days, in the 80s, the 6th seed was the lowest seed to make it in whichever conference. That was the lowest seed. It wasn't the 8th seed, it was the 6th seed at that time. And they had a 40-42 record that year, the Houston Rockets did. That was the worst record for a team that's ever made it to the finals. Of course, they went on to lose that finals to the Boston Celtics, led by Larry Bird. They lost in 6 games. And then the following season after that, in the 81-82 season, he was awarded the league MVP. And then that would be his second MVP award. And then the next season after that, he was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, where he teamed up with Dr. J. And I remember I explained that last time on the video with Dr. J, when they were able to team up. They were able to win the championship in 1983. Moses Malone was the MVP of the league that year in 1983. And he was also the MVP of the finals that year. And he thoroughly outplayed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in those finals. They were able to sweep the Los Angeles Lakers. He completely dominated that series. So in a span of 5 seasons, from 1978 to 1983, Moses Malone captured 3 regular season MVP awards altogether, just to show you how dominant he was during that time period. And he was still a dominant player even after that. The Philadelphia 76ers never won again. That was the only championship they won in that era, in the 80s era. But he played there for 3 more seasons, and then he was traded to the Washington Bullets, where he played there for a couple seasons. The Atlanta Hawks, where he played there for about 3 seasons. The Milwaukee Bucks, he played there for a few seasons. He played with Philly, I think, 1 more year after that again, and then San Antonio. And that would be his last season, the 95 season he played. That's the year that he did retire from the NBA. But altogether, Moses Malone was a dominant player, as I explained before. He's a player that went to 12 All-Star games for his career. He had 11 straight seasons where he averaged over 20 points and 10 rebounds. So 11 straight seasons where he averaged a double-double. He has the all-time record for most career offensive rebounds for his entire career. He has the most for a season, the most in 1 game. He's the greatest offensive rebounder in NBA history. It's not even close. That's what he was known for, grabbing offensive boards. And he led the league in total rebounds altogether, a total of 6 times. So, yes, Moses Malone is a player that goes vastly underrated. He's another player in 1996 that was named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history as well. And then in 2001, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And unfortunately, in 2015, he did pass away. But once again, if you didn't know who he was, hopefully you do understand and grasp fully what type of player he was and what he brought to the table. He was able to stand out in the era alongside Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, players of that ilk, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he was able to establish his legacy in the league. All-time great player. And once again, man, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video and you learned a lot. All right, man, once again, it's your boy Mark. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos I'm putting out. As I said earlier in the beginning of the video, I do appreciate those who have subscribed to my channel already. Let other people know about it. And, you know, just keep staying tuned. Have more and more dropping soon. Got a lot of ideas. As I said in the last video, if you guys got some topics you want me to cover, some players, you know, anything, you know, let me know. Throw them at me, let me know. And I'll definitely follow through on, you know, whatever ideas you guys come up with as well. And, you know, I thank you guys. Much love to you guys. Stay blessed.